I split up from Kay. He had to do his own thing. And then I met up with Evan and Domo because I wanted to go have lunch. I'm like, okay, let's go have lunch. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's go somewhere. We're trying to figure out what to do, what to eat and stuff like that. And it was super fun, dude. Oh my God, having lunch with those two was such a blast. Domo's like, have you been to Little Tokyo? I'm like, no, I've never been to Little Tokyo. What the hell is that? It's like, it's basically a Chinatown, but for like Japan. Like, sick, let's go there. And for those of you who have heard the news, you know where I'm going with this. So we all went to Little Tokyo and it was freaking sick, dude. It was like, and apparently Evan's from LA. So he's like, okay, this place is usually empty until Anime Expo shows up, then it's full. So people are outside with vendors selling anime stuff, they're selling food, and you go into Little Tokyo and there's like stores with sugarcane juice, there's shabu place, there's a market, there's a little anime store. It was so cool, man. So we're like, okay, Evan, since you know where this place and you're from here, okay, tell me what restaurant we should go to. It's like, oh, this place is pretty. So we go eat there, and it was pretty decent. They have like katsudon, curry bowl, bentos, sushi, stuff like that. And we're sitting down, we're having a good time. But we were talking a lot about stuff in general, and talking to those guys. It's kind of funny because like I don't think I've really truly sat down face to face with other content creators and or other people in the industry and just talked about different things. And it's a different feeling. It hits different, man. I had a great time talking to those guys. I really got really close to them. And what happened next definitely brought us closer, because while we were eating, all of a sudden we hear screaming and like screeching, and people started bum rushing and started running inside the restaurant and outside the restaurant. And we're like, what the hell's going on? What's happening? And Evan's like, what's going on? What's happening? So I'm looking out, and I'm like, is there an earthquake going out? And then I hear like faintly, I'm like, there's a shooter. I'm like, oh, fuck me. There's no way in fucking hell. So everyone starts getting down. Okay. People from the restaurant getting underneath the tables, trying to barricade themselves. People are trying to basically get out of the way. Okay. We all get down underneath the table. Okay, I see Evan, I see Faith. Faith was there. Yes, she was there. And we're all getting, Domo's also getting down as well. But then from the corner of my eye, I see Domo. He like gets down because we were all trying to like barricade ourselves because we didn't know what's going on. We were like, is he in the store? Is he just around the corner? Is he taking shots? What's happening? I don't know. But we're all getting down underneath. But Domo gets down and he's like, and he stands up like this and starts peeking. And I'm like, Domo, what the hell is he doing? I'm like, oh my fucking God. He's Canadian. He doesn't know what's going on. Dude, Evan, Faith, and I know exactly what was going on. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, he's gonna fucking die. He's Canadian. He doesn't know what's going on. We all know exactly what's going on. This motherfucker did not. As soon as he started peeking, he started like, oh shit, okay. So he goes to the back, and then we followed. Evan followed, I followed, and I told Faith, I'm like, well, we gotta go, let's go. So we went to the back, waited it out a little bit. After about 10 minutes, everything started to kind of settle down a little bit. Actually, there was an employee there who was like, dude, I'm like, oh, dude, that guy, he had some balls, because he went from underneath one of the tables, or from cover, and tried to close and lock the doors. Normally, nobody would do that because you need balls to do that, because you don't know what's going on. We don't know what's happening. So he closed the doors, locked the doors and stuff, and then finally things were just kind of like settling down. And now we're like confused. Everyone's trying to message each other from within Little Tokyo, or if there's anybody around, because there was an alert that went out trying to figure out what's going on. Who's the first one to get out of the fucking restaurant to see what's going on? Fucking Domo. Domo leaves the restaurant and he goes to see what's going on. Okay. And he found out. He actually talked to the people that witnessed what exactly happened. Yeah, dude, this motherfucker, dude. Canadian balls of steel. They went out to see what happened. They actually like locked him out. Like he left and they locked him out. I'm like, can we let him in? What happened was there was a high-speed chase with the cops. And these guys apparently were in a speed chase before and they got away. And one of the cops saw them and started pursuing. The dangerous thing about that is that I don't think they knew that there was a fucking convention happening. So in my opinion, they absolutely dealt with that the worst way possible. Because imagine if that shit went all the way down to Anime Expo. You imagine all the different people that were out and about. That shit could have turned real sour real quick. So anyways, they were doing a high-speed chase. right outside Little Tokyo, the car got in a huge car crash. And there were 4 people in there, and they all spread out. I don't know if it was 4 or 2, I don't remember. But all of them spread out, and they went through Little Tokyo. They got out of the car right in front of Little Tokyo, and they sprinted through Little Tokyo. And I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but allegedly, the guy was armed, okay? There was some pictures, might have been armed. I haven't followed up yet, but allegedly, or if it's confirmed now, I'm not sure, but the guy seemed to have been armed. So that's when all the panic ensued. So yeah, they darted through, and it caused a stampede, actually. A lot of people started screaming, panicking, and they went through. So the guy went through Little Tokyo, the cops followed him. After that, that's kind of like when we kind of calmed down. We're like, we're taking an Uber, getting the fuck out of here. Domo was like, yeah, apparently he went that way, so let's not go that way, let's go this way. We're like, perfect. That makes sense. So we ordered an Uber. When we got out of the restaurant, we got out of Little Tokyo, everything was locked down. Police, caution tape, helicopters everywhere, like 2 helicopters or some shit like that. Cops everywhere, people out with their phones, shit like that. And we ordered an Uber, and it was like right outside the caution tape around the block. It was really funny because we were trying to get out, and the Uber was trying to like get through, and we found the Uber, but it was like across the street from where we were at. And dude, once again, last time, Domo just fucking didn't give a shit and just walked out not oncoming traffic, but there was cars coming around. He's just like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I need to get the fuck out of here. He just fucking, I'm like, Domo, holy shit. It's like, well, you can stay here or you can come with me and live. Man was making too much sense for me to doubt. No, he wasn't running. He was power walking. We actually wanted to go back in the convention to see if we can do more things, because at this point it was like 6 o'clock. But Faith was a little shook. Well, not a little. She was pretty shook. And I'm like, I just know, like, her social battery is completely drained. Actually, it's in debt. So I'm like, let's just go back to the hotel. We went back to the hotel to process everything. We started joking on the Uber ride back to the convention. We were like, bro, that was the craziest shit. And I'm like, dude, there's nothing better than bonding over a near-death experience. We're just all joking about the whole situation. We're like, yeah, when we get back home, we got to tell the boys that we're responsible for taking down the motherfucker. and the story we came up with was the guy came in, I disarmed him, Detroit Police Academy style. Domo knocked him out, also filming it. Evan was actually taking care of a lady that was in labor. So we tried to give Evan as much space as possible so he can deliver the child while we were trying to disengage the suspect. And Evan delivered a beautiful baby boy and came. That's our story. That's actually what happened, okay? I don't know about this crazy car chase shit. No, there was an actual active shooter, and we disengaged while Evan delivered a beautiful baby boy into the world while we tried to fend off for Evan to work. She named the boy Evan right afterward, yeah. So we got back. We all said goodbye, you know. There was nothing more bonding than an almost near-death experience, a hypothetical, you know. We all thought we were gonna die. We all bonded very nicely after that. We're all kind of bonded through this event now. Anyways, we got to the convention, got back to the hotel, chilled, tried to, you know,